you kind of like leave it alone. I realized that it's okay sometimes not to learn. It kind of like removes your focus from the problems where you are stuck right now, and it brings some peace in your mind. When there is so much information on a certain level, you feel overwhelmed. Learning is like food. You need to know when to say stop, it's enough. There is a continuous question. No matter where you are today in your learning process, have at least 1-2 days in the week when you can stop and sit still with yourself. Hello, beautiful souls. So today we will be talking about mastering our mind and how can I stop all these hectic thoughts which run through my mind all the time. It is an eternal question, right? Well, in order to stop this flow, I must become observant, literally the observant of my thoughts. But you say, well, I heard about this so much times, but how can it actually literally happen? Make it happen. First, I tried to sit in this meditation. It never happened. I cannot sit still. It is actually a torture. Well, I want to tell you one thing. When you deal with this reality, the reality of thyself, you want to make it simple and easy. Whenever you don't make it simple and easy for yourself, for this dragon, right, with whom you are dealing with, guess what's happening? You kind of like leave it alone. I mentioned in the previous videos that I was so drawn to continuous learning and I could never stop. I was all in this hamster circle, running, continuously learning until I stopped and until I realized that, guess what? It's okay sometimes not to learn. It's okay sometimes just to take your deck and not learn tarot cards. Just keep shuffling, just shuffle. Enjoy the beauty in the cards themselves. Keep looking at each and every card, right? Enjoy all the luxury, all the beauty which you see, whatever the deck you are drawn to. Enjoy the resonance with this deck, and just keep shuffling continuously until you feel more calm with yourself. Why it works? Well, when you do anything in this reality, like metaphorical repetitions with your hands, then it kind of like removes your focus from the problems where you are stuck right now and you just refocus onto some other physical activity, and it brings some peace in your mind. I've been talking to so many of my clients here, and they all are united into this simple truth that when they keep shuffling the cards, guess what's happening? We are united already into this one thought that I feel much better just through that shuffling process. If you can, even sometimes it can serve as that self-meditation, active meditation tool. You take it into your purse, you put it into your purse, and you keep shuffling and just looking at the luxury, at the beauty, whatever the deck you are currently drawn to, just take it and shuffle, and you will see somehow, slowly but steadily, you will feel much better. So this is the tip number 1. Tip number 2, you can do another active meditation, let's say onto the High Priestess. High Priestess, what an amazing card. It's the first balanced card right into the major arcana, showing how we can develop that level of internal discernment, just sit, not do, and just connect to our internal intuition and start running through this world and ruling this world through that intuitive feminine power within ours, connecting to who we truly are internally, and start first time in our lives looking from inwards, not finding the external answers, trying to read our internal book of our creation like she is having and holding it steadily into her hands, and not just continuously searching for newer and new information. Because guess what? If you are in continuous searching, if you are continuously locked into that full mode and not even trying the mode of a High Priestess, you may be led here by powerful magicians. Oh gosh, I just tried to find that beautiful card of the magician. Well, anyway, all of you know what is the card, and then you are led by all their hooks, right? This is so-called hooked reality, and they give you another portion of information and another one, and guess what? You consume it, but it's already too much learning, and there is the indigestion of this information. When there is so much information on a certain level, you feel overwhelmed and you feel like, oh, I cannot already digest it. Again, it's like food. Learning is like food. You need to know when to say stop, it's enough. And if you have lots of learning, you feel like literally like this lady who holds so many sticks into her hands, and there is a continuous question, right? She's in question, and then she already is given more and more, but it doesn't bring her closer to that internal peace and to the resolution of all her problems. Why? Because she is too drawn to some other world. She cannot already discern, she cannot see, she is not connected to her true self. She cannot be clearly seen, and this creates lots of dust. We feel like the world is dusty. We start so-called misbehaving ourselves, doing some things which we were not thinking we would be doing, which are not so-called good things. We keep breaking down, we break others, we keep acting like a misbehaving dragon, just firing down absolutely everything here. And at the same time, we feel like in a trap, like he is right now, that no matter what I do here, it just, I cannot pursue, I cannot follow through, it just does not working. I have so many tools, you may say, but I don't know why it's not helping me. So guess what? You just wanna go to that fresh perspective. You wanna remove yourself from that hamster circle, right? He's so cute, so amazing, but he's running all the time. So I love you. It's just like, you know, we wanna continuously work with our cycle, like with a small child, and make everything simple for it. Make ourselves this amazing possibility, opportunity to stop, breathe, and through that breath start seeing, so that the clouds around you and over your head will start dissipating, because you get back to your internal book. So no matter where you are today in your learning process, I urge you, I really ask you to have at least 1-2 days in the week when you can stop and sit still with yourself. You can actually actively meditate with this card. You can use our guidance book, where I created multiple affirmations for each and every card as well, which can help you in the process. You can use the constructed affirmation from this card. Let's have a look at the affirmation here. So I flow through life trusting my intuition. That's the affirmation I arm you here with. You can actually use it, write it down in your tarot journal, and you can observe this card actively when you write that affirmation. Do it before sleep. It's the active reprogramming of your psyche, literally on that level. If you do it continuously, and then you are open to create your own affirmations through the active observation of this card and symbolism over it, what you will see is, through certain period of time, you will be drawn to sit still in your space, and you will see that lots of interesting things will start happening into your life, because you sent that request, the request to High Priestess right now, to your higher self, which will start guiding you. The only thing which you want to do in this moment is to stay firm with continuous inquiry. In all the scriptures in this world, and I've read a few, I actually realized that one of the keys to open yourself up for the revelation with your higher self, for that meetup with your higher self, it's when you send that inquiry and you literally send that internal prayer for what you actually ask. I ask usually something in a way like, I want to be joyful today and I don't know how. Just please, dear universe, help me see how I can be that way, because on my own I'm really like a fool. I don't see. And so you kind of become that humble being. You stay down on your knees. You are becoming that flexible. You release your ego. Remember, like Louisa Hay, she shows that those guys who are continuously having problems with their knees, and this is a recurring pattern, you can see it in her book, How to Heal Your Body. So the knees indicate the elevated ego. So whenever you have the knees issues all the time, keeping coming back to you, Maybe you want to work with your internal world and try to uplift yourself, be slightly open, release something from your reality, and then that flexibility will come into your life. Alrighty, I hope this session served you well. Let me know in your comments whichever questions you have. I will be happy to serve you here. Thank you, and wishing you a beautiful day ahead.